Seniors over 60. This one daily habit rebuilds muscle fast. Muscle loss isn't inevitable. Here's why you still have time to get stronger. Most people believe that losing muscle as we age is just a fact of life. But what if that wasn't entirely true by the time you reach 80? Studies show that you may have lost nearly half of your muscle mass compared to when you were younger. This condition, known as sarcopenia, is more than just age-related weakness. It's a silent thief that can rob you of your balance, independence, and quality of life. Weak muscles are one of the leading causes of falls among older adults, sending over 300,000 seniors to the hospital every year. It can make everyday tasks, like climbing stairs or standing up from a chair, feel like impossible challenges. But here's the good news. Not everyone ages the same way. In fact, many people in their 70s and even 80s are still living full, active lives. Some are hiking mountains, playing sports, and staying entirely independent despite their age. They're not genetically lucky. These vibrant seniors, often called superagers, have simply built their strength over time by practicing a few daily habits that preserve muscle, energy, and mobility. Science now confirms what many doctors once thought was impossible. Muscle loss with age can be slowed down and even reversed. The key lies in how you move your body, what you eat, and how you manage stress and rest. One of the most fascinating discoveries is that some people in their 70s test stronger than those half their age. Not because of supplements or expensive treatments, but because they're doing the right things consistently. It's time to challenge the myth that muscle loss is just something we have to accept. Instead of waiting for weakness to arrive, you can take action starting today. With the right knowledge and a few powerful habits, you can stay strong, mobile, and independent well into your 80s and beyond. Growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. You still have the power to build muscle, protect your body, and live life on your own terms. Let's dive into the habits that make it possible. Here's something most people never hear from their doctors. A little bit of stress might actually be the secret to staying strong as you age. Not the kind that comes from bills or family drama, but a very specific kind of good stress known as hormetic stress. This kind of stress happens when your body is exposed to short bursts of physical challenge that seem uncomfortable in the moment, but actually trigger powerful health benefits in the long run. And guess what? Some of the world's healthiest 80-year-olds are using these micro-challenges to stay sharp, mobile, and full of energy. One of the most effective hormetic habits is cold exposure. It doesn't mean you have to jump into an ice bath. Just ending your shower with 30 to 60 seconds of cold water can activate special proteins that protect and repair muscle cells. These proteins, called heat shock and cold shock proteins, are like little muscle guardians working in the background to reduce breakdown. Another game changer? Saunas. Research shows that using a sauna 4 to 7 times per week can lower muscle loss by up to 40% over time. The heat acts as a hormetic stressor, prompting your body to release molecules that strengthen your muscles and reduce inflammation. Intermittent fasting is another powerful technique. It simply means eating within a smaller time window, typically 8 to 10 hours a day, then giving your body time to rest and repair. When done properly, fasting boosts cellular cleanup, enhances mitochondrial function, the energy engines of your muscle cells, and even supports fat metabolism without sacrificing muscle. Finally, brief, high-effort isometric exercises, like pushing against a wall or holding a heavy object in place for 5 to 10 seconds, create just enough tension to stimulate muscle growth without straining your joints. It's a safe, senior-friendly way to stay strong without needing a gym. These short, controlled stressors might sound small, but their effects are massive. When introduced slowly and practiced consistently, they can turn on your body's natural repair systems, protect your muscles, and even activate longevity genes. Bottom line? Don't fear all stress. The right kind, just a little at a time, might be your greatest ally in aging strong. Most seniors have been told that protein is essential for muscle health, and that part is absolutely true. But here's what almost no one tells you. It's not just about how much protein you eat, it's about when you eat it. And getting the timing wrong could be one of the biggest reasons your muscles aren't staying as strong as they could be. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein to build and repair muscle. This condition is called anabolic resistance. And it means your body doesn't respond to protein the way it used to when you were younger. But there's a solution. And it's all about smart timing. Here's what the latest research shows. Instead of eating one large meal with most of your protein, usually dinner, older adults should be spreading out their protein intake evenly across all 3 meals. The sweet spot? 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Why does this matter? Because your muscles have a limited window of opportunity after each meal, roughly every 3 to 4 hours, when they are primed for growth and repair. If you skip protein in the morning and afternoon and only load up at night, you're missing out on 2 chances during the day to trigger muscle building activity. In fact, a 12-week study from the University of Texas found that older adults who spaced their protein intake throughout the day increased muscle protein synthesis by over 25% compared to those who consumed the same total amount of protein but concentrated it in 1 or 2 meals. So what does this look like in real life? Breakfast. Instead of just toast or cereal, try scrambled eggs, Greek yogurt, or a protein smoothie with almond butter and chia seeds. Lunch. Include grilled chicken, lentils, cottage cheese, or a tuna salad on whole grain bread. Dinner. Go for baked fish, lean beef, tofu stir fry, or a hearty bean soup with whole grains. Add nuts, seeds, and dairy throughout the day as snacks to keep your protein intake consistent. Not only does this strategy improve strength, but it can also help with balance, coordination, and energy levels, all of which play a huge role in preventing falls and staying independent. One more thing to remember: your protein choices matter. Focus on high-quality sources that provide all the essential amino acids your body needs. Animal proteins like eggs, fish, poultry, and dairy are great, but you can also get excellent protein from plant-based sources like quinoa, tofu, beans, and soy products. Just be sure you're getting enough. Bottom line? If you're only eating protein at dinner, you're missing out on the full benefits. Spreading it out across your day can make a big difference in how you age, how you feel, and how strong you stay. The vitamin most seniors are missing, and why it's crucial for muscle strength if you're over 60 and feeling weaker than you used to. There's a silent culprit you might be overlooking: vitamin D. It's often called the sunshine vitamin, but it should also be known as the muscle vitamin. That's because over 80% of older adults are deficient in vitamin D, and that deficiency has a direct impact on muscle strength, balance, and your ability to stay independent. Low vitamin D levels don't just make you feel tired or sluggish, they can increase your risk of falls, injuries, and even hospitalizations. Here's the science. Your body needs vitamin D to activate specific genes that control muscle growth and function. Without enough of it, your muscles can't properly repair or grow, no matter how much protein you eat or how often you exercise. It's like trying to build a house without nails. A major study published in JAMA Internal Medicine revealed that older adults with optimal levels of vitamin D had 25% more muscle strength and significantly better balance and coordination than those who were deficient. These factors are critical for preventing dangerous falls, one of the biggest health threats for seniors. So, how much vitamin D do you really need? The typical recommended daily allowance of 600 IU is far too low for most seniors. According to the latest research, 2.000 to 4.000 IU per day is often necessary to maintain healthy levels, especially since our ability to produce vitamin D from sunlight drops by up to 50% as we age. Experts recommend aiming for a blood level of at least 40 nanograms per milliliter. You can easily check your vitamin D level with a simple blood test. If you're below that range, talk to your doctor about supplementation. But here's a key detail most people miss. Vitamin D works best when paired with vitamin K2. Why? Because vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium. But without enough K2, that calcium may end up in your arteries instead of your bones and muscles, increasing your risk of artery calcification. Vitamin K2 helps direct calcium to the right places. You can find vitamin K2 in foods like fermented cheeses, natto, fermented soybeans, liver, and grass-fed dairy. Or, you can take it as a supplement, often combined with vitamin D3 for maximum benefit. To boost your vitamin D naturally, include foods such as Fatty fish, like salmon, sardines, or mackerel, egg yolks, fortified dairy products and plant milks, mushrooms exposed to sunlight, and if possible, spend 15 to 20 minutes in direct sunlight around midday a few times a week without sunscreen. To help your skin make its own vitamin D. In short, don't underestimate the power of vitamin D. It's not just about bones. It's essential for your muscles, your balance, and your independence. Make sure you're getting enough of it every single day. The hidden cause of muscle loss after 60, and how to fight it naturally. You may not feel it, but there's a quiet battle happening in your body right now, especially if you're over 60. It's called chronic inflammation, or what scientists now call inflammaging, and it could be silently breaking down your muscles day by day, without you even realizing it, unlike the kind of inflammation you feel from a sprained ankle or a cold. Inflammaging is a low-grade, long-term form of inflammation that builds up over time. It doesn't cause pain directly, but it interferes with your body's ability to repair and rebuild muscle. In fact, research shows that older adults with higher levels of inflammation lose muscle mass 3 times faster than those with lower levels. Even if they're eating well and exercising regularly. The good news? You can fight back. Superagers, those rare individuals who stay strong and active well into their 80s, have a few simple habits that help them keep inflammation low and muscles strong. Point 1. Prioritize deep, restorative sleep. Lack of sleep doesn't just make you tired. It ramps up inflammatory markers in the body by up to 40%. That's why superagers are serious about their sleep. They go to bed and wake up at the same time every day and sleep in a completely dark room, free of screens or artificial light. Quality sleep gives your muscles the recovery time they need. And keeps inflammation under control. 2. Eat a rainbow of plants and fermented foods. Your gut is a key player in the inflammation story. As we age, our gut bacteria change, and not always for the better. To support a healthy gut, aim to eat at least 30 different plant-based foods each week. That includes fruits, vegetables, herbs, legumes, and whole grains. Add in fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi, which introduce good bacteria and help maintain a healthy digestive system. Point 3. Exercise smart. Not just hard. Regular movement is essential, but overtraining can actually trigger more inflammation. Superagers keep things balanced. They do moderate exercise most days, like walking, swimming, or cycling, with 1 or 2 short, intense workouts each week. This approach stimulates muscle growth without overwhelming the body's recovery systems. 4. Use anti-inflammatory superfoods daily. Certain foods have powerful natural anti-inflammatory properties. Include these in your daily routine. Omega-3 fatty acids, from fatty fish or supplements. Aim for 2 to 3 grams daily. Turmeric or curcumin, best taken with black pepper for absorption. Green tea, rich in polyphenols that calm inflammation. Extra virgin olive oil, use it as your main cooking and salad oil. In a 12-week study, seniors who adopted these habits saw up to a 29% decrease in inflammatory markers, along with improvements in muscle function and energy. The bottom line: you can't see inflammation, but you can feel its effects over time, especially in your strength, balance, and stamina. By controlling it through sleep, diet, movement, and natural remedies, you're giving your muscles the best chance to thrive, not shrink. Aging strong isn't just about working harder. Sometimes, it's about calming the fire within. We often hear about protein, carbs, and fat, but when it comes to staying strong as you age, there's another piece of the puzzle that's just as important: micronutrients. These are the essential vitamins and minerals that quietly support your muscles, nerves, and energy systems. Without them, no amount of exercise or healthy eating can stop your muscles from slowly weakening. Let's start with a big one: magnesium. This mineral is involved in over 300 enzyme reactions in the body, many of which directly support muscle contraction, energy production, and nerve function. Unfortunately, more than 70% of older adults are deficient in magnesium, which can lead to fatigue, muscle cramps, and even poor balance. Look for highly absorbable forms like magnesium glycinate or magnesium threonate for best results. Next up is creatine. And no, It's not just for bodybuilders. Creatine is a natural compound found in muscle cells that helps produce quick energy during physical activity. Supplementing with 3 to 5 grams per day has been shown to increase muscle mass, boost strength, and even improve memory in older adults. It's one of the most researched and effective supplements for aging muscles. Then there's vitamin B12, especially in its most effective form, methylcobalamin. As we age, our ability to absorb B12 from food drops significantly. And if you're taking medications like metformin or acid blockers, your risk of deficiency goes up even more. B12 is crucial for neuromuscular function, helping your brain communicate with your muscles. And maintaining your energy levels throughout the day. Don't forget the unsung heroes, trace minerals like zinc, selenium, and chromium. These help with protein synthesis and blood sugar regulation, which are essential for delivering nutrients into your muscles and supporting recovery. Seniors with optimal levels of these minerals have been shown to maintain more muscle mass over time and experience fewer energy crashes. The bottom line? Think of micronutrients as the behind-the-scenes crew that keeps your muscles working smoothly. Getting enough of the right ones can make the difference between feeling sluggish or strong and energized. If you're not sure where you stand, ask your doctor for a nutrient panel. Sometimes the smallest things have the biggest impact. Resistance training, the most powerful anti-aging medicine you're not using yet. If there's one habit that separates strong, active seniors from those who struggle with mobility, it's this: progressive resistance training. Think of it as the most powerful, natural, anti-aging drug science has ever discovered. And it doesn't come in a bottle. Many older adults avoid strength training because they think it's risky or too intense for their age. But the truth is, not doing resistance training is the real danger. Without it, muscle loss accelerates, balance declines, and the risk of falls increases dramatically. But with just a few smart adjustments, resistance training becomes not only safe, but life-changing. So what's the secret? Strong seniors focus on full body movements that work multiple muscle groups at once. Exercises like squats, push and pull movements, and modified push-ups are far more effective than isolated exercises like bicep curls. These compound movements mimic real-life actions, improving strength, balance, and coordination. They also train to controlled muscle fatigue, a point where you can no longer complete a movement with proper form. This muscle failure sends strong signals to the body to build more muscle. But it's done safely and progressively, always with good form and proper rest. What makes the difference long-term? Progressive overload. That means increasing the challenge over time. Whether it's lifting slightly more weight, doing more reps, or slowing down your movement to increase resistance. Keeping a simple log of your workouts can help you track progress and stay motivated. One technique super effective for older adults is focusing on the eccentric, lowering phase of each exercise. For example, slowly lowering yourself into a chair or lowering a weight for 3 to 5 seconds. This puts more tension on your muscles without stressing your joints. Here's the best part. Just 2 30-minute sessions per week can result in gaining up to 3.3 pounds of muscle, improved bone density, and better blood sugar control, according to research from the University of Alabama. The takeaway? It's never too late to get strong. And you don't need a fancy gym. With bodyweight exercises or light dumbbells, consistency, and smart progress, resistance training can truly transform your health after 60. Start small, stay safe, and give your muscles a reason to stay strong. Final thoughts. Strength at 80 starts today. It's never too late to rebuild your strength. Whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, your body still has the ability to grow stronger, more stable, and more resilient. Starting right now. The key? Start small. Choose just one simple habit from today's video. Whether it's adding more protein to your breakfast, taking a walk, or getting more vitamin D, and begin there. Over time, build on that foundation by incorporating more of the muscle-protecting habits we've shared. Remember, the more you invest in your health today, the more independent, confident, and energized you'll feel in the years to come. Strong muscles don't just help you lift things. They help you live life fully. So don't wait. Your future self will thank you. What habit are you starting today? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming videos on healthy aging, muscle strength, and living your best life after 60. Here's to staying strong for life.